Hello there, I just wanted to share a short video for anybody thinking about getting a mortgage in the weeks and months ahead. There are 5 things that you can do to really supercharge the chances of you getting a mortgage application accepted when you apply. Number 1, make sure you're on the voters roll for where you're living and that all of your bills, bank statements, etc. are all at the same address. Number 2, make sure you've got sufficient savings. Lenders will not lend unless you've got a minimum of 5% deposit. Ideally you need more than 5%, and the bigger deposit you've got, the better the interest rate you'll pay and the better chances of an accepted application too, and also you get lower monthly mortgage payments as well. Number 3, check out your credit report. It's your information, it's all about you. You can go on to Equifax, Experian, there's various different other agencies out there, but make sure that any information recorded against you is correct, because sometimes people find out when it's too late and they're doing an application and they get a decline to find out that there's something recorded financially in their name that's not quite correct. Sometimes you can go through steps to put things right if information is there incorrectly recorded for you. Number 4, make sure your paperwork's in order. Your ID, you make sure your passport is in date, make sure your driving license has the correct address of where you live on the voters roll. Really important. Make sure you keep your bank statements, make sure you keep your pay slips, make sure if you're self-employed you've got your financial affairs up to date, because lenders will need tax assessment forms for the last 3 years generally to prove that what income you've had for a self-employed person. If you're employed, lenders generally want the last 3 pay slips and the bank statements that correspond with those pay slips as an absolute minimum. And number 5, make sure that you are on top of any existing unsecured debts that you've got, so things like credit cards, personal loans, store cards, hire purchase. Ideally you need to be at least up to or no more than 50% of your agreed borrowing. So if you've got a credit card with a £4,000 availability, ideally you don't want to be more than £2,000 on that credit card, ideally 0. But you'll have a much better chance if you keep any unsecured borrowings absolutely to a minimum or 0. So hopefully that is helpful. So just to recap, number 1, make sure you're in the voters roll for where you live. 2, make sure you've got sufficient savings. 3, check out your credit report. 4, make sure your paperwork's in order. And number 5, keep your debts under control and ideally pay everything off before you apply for a mortgage. I hope you found this video useful. As always, feel free to direct message us on Facebook or Twitter, or simply send me an email to inquiry@morethanmoney.uk and we'll be very happy to help you. Thank you.